Wiki Jackson.
Hello YouTube, this is Jacob Torres from wikijackson.com, and today is part 3 of our Dreamweaver tutorial series. In part 1 we showed you how to make a simple testing server and showed you how to set it up in Dreamweaver. In part 2 we showed you how to make a basic banner and background just to get your website started. And here we are with part 3, and we're going to actually start showing you how to build a website. So here's the one that we made in part 1. It has a basic header and paragraph, nothing too special, well, nothing special at all. Here's the Dreamweaver file, and we're running our local server using MAMP, as you can see here, but we're not going to use that at all during this tutorial. So let's get straight into it in Dreamweaver. You can delete the paragraph and the headers that we made, give a few spaces right there in between the body tags, and we're going to create a div with a class of, go back here, div with a class of main. And inside that div, we're going to create another div with a class of header. And we're going to create another div, not inside the header div, but in the main div. With the class, whoops, like that. And this class will be content. So I'm just going to explain these real quick. In Dreamweaver, we have our main divider, which is going to encompass everything, and we're using classes, so I put an extra S. And we're using classes. I'll explain classes more in CSS, which will be the next part of the which will be part 4 of the Dreamweaver series. We use classes for CSS stylings. Yeah, I'll get more into that in the next part of the video. And inside the main div, we have a header div, which will encompass the banner image that we had. Well, that will be the header of the website. And we have a content, which will have a table with 2 rows or 2 columns, I think. No, yeah, I think it's 2 rows. And it'll have a navigation bar on the side and just your main content on the other side. So let's get into this. So inside the header, we're going to create an image with a source, and you're just going to hit browse. You can go into the images and select the banner and hit open, and then we can close that off just like that. So if you notice in here, there's the banner inside the header div. Okay, and in the content divider, we're just going to click the insert table thing up here, and we're going to have run 1 row and 2 columns like that. If you're using Dreamweaver, you should have a little insert table thing. If you're just using basic code, then you can pause the video and copy down this table code right here. And right here, we're going to put nav bar just to mark where our navigation bar is going to be. And right here, main content. So now if we refresh over here, you can see. And what this is going to look like in the end, it's probably going to be something like that. And like that. So just a small navigation bar in your main content. So you could have like welcome to our site over here, and like have like your Facebook links or whatever over here. I'll show you in Wiki Jackson. We have, should show up. We have the same thing. We have a navigation bar over here with Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, our mail, and a donate button over here. And we have some ads over here, which I'll show you how to do that in a later video. And we have our main content right here, which is just a little welcome message. Tells you kind of what our website is about and what you can do with it. And we have our latest tutorial video on YouTube, which right now was how to insert a custom lock screen into your jailbroken device. And that's probably going to be there for a while because the Dreamweaver tutorial series will be under the tutorials page. But nothing you need to worry about for now, so we can close that. Alright, and actually we could just save that, and we're going to open Safari again and go to our local host, and we should refresh it. And there you go, you can see we have the banner that we made and the navigation bar and the content. Now this is about all we're going to do for today, because everything else is going to come in CSS styling in the next video tutorial, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Later.